This episode is sponsored by Raycon earbuds. With active noise cancellation, 32 hours of battery life, and weatherproof and sweat-resistant design, Raycon earbuds are up for any job. Raycon earbuds have an amazing sound quality and block out background noise like no other. Their new model even offers built-in active noise cancellation, which is why I use them when working in the forge. Shop through my link and use code ALLME at checkout to receive 20% off the new everyday earbuds.
If you haven't swung a hammer at hot steel and felt what that's like, it's a very unique experience that's hard to explain. Hi, my name is Mahendra Flores and I'm a bladesmith. The story of how I became a bladesmith kind of started, like I think a lot of people's stories, with the pandemic. I was a chef in DC, running 2 restaurants, and then everything closed. And from that, I think a lot of people were searching around for what do I do next? And for me, that was, well, I like knives from culinary. I always enjoyed that aspect of the work, and I just kind of went for it. I got an interest. My lovely wife actually found a makerspace nearby to where we lived, and I noticed they had blacksmithing courses, so I just went and started taking some. As my skills grew, I had started to develop products that I was proud of and ones that I wanted to share and sell. I was doing craft fairs, still working out in the makerspace, but eventually it was becoming less of a hobby and a new thing I was learning and more of I want to go for it. Going all in on bladesmithing, it involved having the courage to learn a whole new skill set. Even though I had the attention to detail and the discipline from culinary, it was just a whole new world. I'd sharpened knives, but I never actually knew all the steps that it took to make a knife and to make a good knife. I knew what I liked, but I didn't know how to get there. If you haven't swung a hammer at hot steel and felt what that's like, it's just a strange and interesting and unique way to interact with the physical world, where you know metal usually isn't that hot. It's usually not that pliable. We see it as a solid, rigid thing, but when you apply different things to it, it can turn into almost anything you can think of. So this piece is 8.5-inch Gyuto. Has a wah handle, and it's made from this Doppler pattern Damascus. I like this one in particular for the simplicity of the aesthetic. I like subtle Damascus patterns. Bold is always fun, but when you can have a subtle, consistent pattern, it adds to the piece without becoming a bright red dot that distracts you from the whole thing. What I like about bladesmithing is, I think, all the little steps, which I think for some people that might be tedious, but I love paying attention to every little detail. Sure, it's just a piece of metal and just a piece of wood. You know, you could just stop at that. But if you take the time to go over every detail in every aspect and make choices, all those steps along the way lead up to something better. Creation is important for a lot of reasons. I think it's one of the things that makes us inherently human. You can go your whole life not making a whole lot or not contributing, or especially not feeling like you're contributing. But when you actually make a physical object, it has a literal, tangible element that you've created that you put out into the world. And if you feel good about that thing, it can be a very fulfilling thing that I hope everyone has a chance to experience. It feels nice to know that from your hands, something was made manifest that can bring joy to another human's life.
Thanks for watching. Click the logo to subscribe or click here to see more on the Almi channel. If you're interested in the artist, click here to see more information.